Okay, now we are back in the Hall of Justice with the
For the
Superfriends this
Watchtower,
week.
because we can now legally use that name.
Yeah, because some other podcast, some jerk took that name and, you know,
Yeah, no shade throwing, but I felt like a genius when I was like, oh man, Nick, I came up with the greatest name. I was like, we're going to call our DC podcast the Watchtower. And he was like, yeah, that sounds great. And like the next day he came back and he was like, nah, Jay named his podcast the Watchtower. And I was like, fuck. It's taken.
yeah, but yeah, has we have a few people on tonight. It's not the original three. Actually, we have CJ this episode with us. So
I've invaded. 20K hype. Hashtag hybrid 20K.
yeah, yeah, one of
Hashtag
the
hybrid race to 30K.
oh my god, raise the 30K in the next 3 months.
Yes, we got this. We can do it before the year's out.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to just get your opinion really quick because we talked about this was like the main focus last week's show, the Booster Gold Blue and Gold movie.
Blue and
happening.
gold. Oh, my opinion?
Yeah, like
Oh, absolutely. More power to
Cool.
DC if they want to pull that off. I think that would be a. It could be brilliant. I think a lot of people want to criticize DC for just being all dark all the time, kind of in contrast to how a lot of people kind of throw shade at Marvel for being all light all the time. And I think Marvel's shown that they can be dark, and I think DC will show eventually that it can be a little more light. And I think they need something like that. I think Suicide Squad is going to be a funnier movie than people are going to give it credit for. But they need something like a Booster Gold Blue Beetle movie to officially kind of lighten things up.
yeah. Then we got Shazam and all that too. And
Oh yeah, Shazam will definitely be part of that. I figured Flash was going to, but everything I'm hearing about Flash now kind of is taking me in a different direction. I guess on that movie. Yes, Ezra Miller's post-apocalyptic Flash.
Yeah, and then Harry Knowles was talking about on Twitter. He's like, "Oh, Ezra is not the only Barry in the movie."
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
"What?"
There's multi-berries.
Yeah,
It's
just
like the
multiverse
council.
right out the gate.
It's like the Council of Ricks, but it's the Council of Berries.
And at that point,
They better act like the Council of Ricks.
I love that you guys understood that reference. That's fantastic.
You're on the cool side of Hybrid Network. We know about Rick and Morty.
Yeah. If we asked that other podcast, they wouldn't know.
The loser podcast.
Yeah.
Wait, what other podcast?
This is all Hybrid Network is, right?
Yeah, I thought.
This is all we are.
Yeah, the other podcast that two of us have been on in
Yeah.
this room.
You guys are complicit.
We are
Yeah.
the podcast we need. We are the
We were
podcast
loose
we
cannons
deserve.
who did it without permission.
Yeah, and I was about to go ditch you guys and go join them tonight.
Oh yeah,
too,
he
and
was
like-
about to. We were planning to do Super Friends today, and then Marvelite wanted Nick to record, and he was
But
like,
yeah, I was
"Hmm."
like, whoa, like I'm in demand now.
Hmm.
Everyone's like, hey, can you jump in here? Like,
I know
Well,
your work on this podcast is really it sets you up for bigger things, like going to the other podcast.
yeah, dude, yeah, Collider's gonna
Really?
be like hitting me up, like John Campy. I'll be like, hey, can you? Like,
And then
"No."
you'll
Exactly.
tell him no.
like, no, get out of here, dude.
Fuck you, John Campia.
I like John.
I
Campy.
love you,
Be
man.
like, I hate you, hate your show.
Let's not throw sling at John Campia.
Yeah, let's not start a war that we probably won't be able to win. So let's.
We have 20,000 soldiers at our beck and call.
and
We can take them.
They have more. We're gonna have to pull like a 300 to pull this off.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't want to do that. They die in that movie.
Exactly. Everybody dies except for that one guy.
Except
That
that pussy
one
marathon.
guy. You live
Yeah.
to tell the tale.
No, I
So
just
it's gotta
wanted
be
to.
one.
Yeah, I wanted to start the show off. Just go around, see what everyone's been up to. This past
Yes.
past few days.
McKinley's been busy fighting off Ebola. Is what it sounds like to me.
Yeah,
struggling.
yeah. CJ, what have you been up to? Because you haven't been on the show, I think, the
Yeah,
past two
it's
episodes.
Been a while. Y'all know I am a college student, and this past week in my city we just had a big international bike race come to town. Lots of people, lots of bikers. And for one of my classes, they gave all the university students the week off, but for one of my classes we decided to we didn't decide to. We were kind of tasked with covering the race for the local CBS affiliate and their website, and so we did. We put out, me and a buddy of mine put out 3 stories during the week. So I've been really but even before that, school got really busy for me. So I was lucky that I was just able to get the top 5s and character bios out on time. But hopefully it looks like it's going to be a little more calm for a while now. So hopefully I'll be showing up on this podcast a little more.
Yeah, I think people are really liking the new content, like the top
absolutely.
5 and everything.
And I'm glad people seem to be getting a lot of engagement. The views aren't quite where I'd want it to be yet, but I think that'll come with time and more consistency. But we seem to always get a lot of comments and a lot of good comments, a good conversation going.
Yeah, it's always that one guy, it's always one guy in the comments.
Exactly. I'm not going to throw some shade, but there were some comments on the last one that were kind of what about this and this? It's like, read my other comment about my reasoning for choosing these characters.
I actually put a comment on the top 5.
I know you did. I saw. I was about to comment. Just shut the fuck up.
Where's May?
Get out of my comment section. Yeah.
Where's May?
Where are all the TV people at? They're the best agents.
Well, Phil was there. I put Phil and Mockingbird, but I mean, Mockingbird's been around since the '60s, and Phil he's been in more movies than the TV show. But there was a reason he was on the list for sure.
It was specifically because he's the principal in Ultimate Spider-Man. Am I right?
Yes, actually, 100%. That was my secret reasoning.
Knew it.
Secret reasoning. But yeah, what have you guys been up to, McKinley, Luke?
Yeah, just anyone jump in.
I've been in hell. What it feels like. I've been sick. Been busy with work. Midterms coming up. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just been tiring. It's pretty much
fighting. I know, man. Ebola is rough.
Yeah.
Keep fighting the good fight.
I've heard it's quite rough.
Yeah.
In
Very
all the
bloody.
wrong places.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of the same for me. I am also a college student, so I take on the responsibilities of midterms and response papers and...
Oh, Jesus.
So, yeah. I mean, it's been okay, though. I actually have lesser hours now, so I can actually do more extracurricular stuff or just more stuff in general.
Or just more staring at walls and...
Yeah, just more staring. Social activity, not quite yet.
No, his voice acting stuff. Do people know about that?
No. Let's not plug something that I don't know is gonna happen quite yet.
Yeah, you gotta plug that. You're on an episode of Teen Titans Go coming up.
Thank you for putting me on the spot, Nick.
Yeah, next week episode coming up.
I will be playing
Tree Stump number 3.
Yes, I will be playing Tree Stump number 3, who does a smooth jazz voice because why not on Teen Titans Go.
With Batman.
With Batman, because why not?
God.
Jeez, my buddy told me this, and I'm not sure how accurate it is, but apparently Cartoon Network canceled a bunch of shit. They just kind of out of nowhere, and up and out of the blue, canceled a bunch of their shows on Cartoon Network. So if you turn on the TV at any given time and flip it over to the good old Cartoon Network, it'll be not 90% of the time it'll be Teen Titans Go, out of nowhere. They canceled shit like Adventure Time. They canceled a bunch of stuff apparently.
Wait, they canceled Adventure Time?
Yeah, I think they ended it.
They have Steven Universe though going.
Yeah, Steven Universe is actually a pretty interesting show. I don't watch it on the reg, but
good.
Yeah.
I hope
Gumball's
Swim on actually. I still watch Gumball every now and then. It's alright. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's
I
still
think.
on. That's if it's not Teen Titans Go, it's Gumball. It seems like, because yeah. If I'm watching Adult Swim most nights, and so when I flip it back over, or when I wake up in the morning and turn on the TV, it's either Gumball or Teen Titans
When you
Go.
wake up and turn.
Yeah, when I wake up and turn the TV back on.
The minute I turn the TV on.
CJ wakes up and watches cartoons, confirmed.
I do, actually. It's not Saturday morning, it's every morning.
Well, I mean, who doesn't?
You gotta get a bowl of cereal and...
I honestly, Lucky Charms sound really good right now.
After that delectable buffalo sandwich.
Yeah, after my great buffalo grilled chicken sandwich, whose production
Jeez.
slowed up this episode by, probably about 30 minutes.
It was worth it. It was well worth it.
It really was, and I ate it like 0 to 60 in about 3 minutes.
So this video is brought to you by who again, CJ?
Heinz Buffalo Hot Sauce. It burns coming in, but burns even more coming out.
So we're getting paid for that, right? Like,
I think they might actually. I don't know. I just got a letter from Heinz, and it's either a check or a lawsuit. So.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also just want to tell the people what I've been up to too.
Making fake
So-
YouTube accounts to get us to 20K.
Yeah, actually, I do that. I found a really good system. You can make 100 accounts a day now. I figured it out. Takes a while, but you just sit there and
He's got to just keep cranking them out. Just keep fake it till you make it.
No,
Gotta fool the corporate YouTube.
Exactly.
No,
There
but
you
yeah,
go.
you guys know I'm into writing and stuff. So I had a bunch of things that I wanted to work on, but I was like, the problem is that I'll be like, oh, I have this idea, and then I want to start writing it. And then I'll like get a few pages in and be like, no, I want to write this other thing now. And like I switch back and forth, but I've locked in on this other script I've been working on. So I'm pretty far into it now, and it's a really good story. It's the Captain America one I told you guys about, I think.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, it's more realistic, more grounded. So I've been in there. I kind of want the movie to have like a Black Hawk Down type of feel, kind of that visceral sort of war movie feel.
Yeah.
The
Captain
whole
America
war never
in
changes
Mogadishu.
kind of thing.
Now he's not in Mogadishu, but he's in another part of the world. It's pretty bad, but
Holy Terror, Steve Rogers.
yeah, I should name it Holy Terror. No,
Holy Terror.
Holy Terror, the Steve Rogers
Actually,
story.
I don't have an official name for the script yet.
Yeah, just Captain America, I guess.
When Captain America's Black Hawk gets shot down in Asgard.
When
What?
Captain America throws his mighty shield.
Something,
If
something,
any
something.
of us knew the rest of the lyrics, we probably would still be singing it.
I
I know, but this is a DC podcast. I don't want Marvelite can take care of that.
Yeah, I like how we're 12 minutes in. We've just been talking about like nothing so far.
Captain America and his shield.
Captain America's not
Ebola,
nothing.
Heinz.
What else? Teen Titans Go, Cartoon Network.
College.
Yeah.
At college.
College sucks. Don't go, kids.
Yeah.
You're a
student
role
loans
model.
and-
If there's anything you can take away from this episode, do not go to college.
There you go.
Yeah,
Just watch
Teen Titans Go and-
cartoons.
Just
Yeah.
watch cartoons all day.
Yeah, just go get some cereal, cartoons, and
You're set for life. It's what God built us for.
no, but yeah, we actually do have topics to go through tonight, even though we've been just sitting here, just kind of rambling for a while. Big things happen in comics today, actually. Justice League 44. I think it's part 4 of the Dark Side
Yep.
War.
Mhm.
And
Part 4.
a lot of things happen, actually. It wasn't just... spoiler alert here for anyone watching. You should probably skip over this part. We're going to go way into spoilers for this issue.
Yeah, they didn't warn me.
Yeah, I know. We just started talking. We're like, yeah, he died. Like, oh, okay.
Cool. How?
Like,
He did.
oh, okay.
He
No, but yeah.
did.
So spoiler warning.
Everybody's having a good time except for him.
Yeah, except
'Cause
for that
he's
one
dead.
guy that we're gonna name right now, actually. So if you don't want to know, skip the next 10 minutes or so, or 6 minutes, whatever. But Darkseid is dead. Yeah, he's gone apparently. The Flash killed him, which is kind of odd too.
Well,
so-
I mean, New God Flash, but
yeah, he just
Very
ran straight
rascal.
through him, just killed him, and
because he is death.
I like the costume though. His costume looks really cool.
No, yeah. Reminds me of a pre-52 Black Flash, actually.
Yeah. CJ, you read the issue, right? Or
I skimmed right before we went on the air.
well, I mean, That's also one thing I wanted to address. In my review, I had said that the plot was kind of thin. Like apart from a few big parts that actually happen, like big sequences, it was kind of just like I don't know. I feel like the Dark Side War. I love Jeff Johns, but the pacing of this story has been kind of odd to me.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Is it still Mr. Miracle? Like, is he still playing a decent role in it?
Not really, actually.
Oh, that's
like,
I was
he's
hoping he
there,
would.
but
He was in like one panel.
Oh.
yeah, that's right. He was only in one
Aw.
panel this issue.
See, I was hoping he was gonna have like a bigger push because like I left off from like two issues ago, and he had like a little centralized little point, and I think he was in part 1, and then a little bit in
Yeah.
part 2, and so you're telling me he's still
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it's just I was looking at the solicits too, and apparently issue 47 is the beginning of Act 2. So it's like this story isn't even close to being done yet. So it's kind of like
This in itself is a
Darkseid's already
part 1.
dead.
yeah. So,
Uh,
but yeah, I don't know. The part with Superman and Lex was really cool too, like the evil Superman.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's there for, like, just a couple seconds, and then it goes away, so...
And then they gave some backstory into Anti-Monitor now, the New 52 version of him.
Yes! They go back to the Crisis stuff.
Plug for Josh for next week.
Yeah, you might see some Anti-Monitor stuff next Monday.
Oh yeah,
Wink,
you
wink,
might.
you
You just
nudge,
might.
nudge.
Well,
Just might.
you say
It's
plug for
possible.
Josh, but that's more like plug for me.
Oh, you're right. Well, Josh said it, that's why. Yeah, there you go, plug for you.
It's like, credit where credit is due, guys. God!
I'm sorry, Senpai. I apologize.
Apology accepted.
No, but I guess just what did you guys like overall think of it? Like on a 1 to 10 scale?
I mean, it's okay. Like, I would probably give it, like, a 7. Like, I mean... just big stuff happens, but like in between it, it's really kind of thin. Like it's exactly like you said. The pacing's really off, and it's really throwing me off in terms of how to react to some of this stuff.
Yeah, because the last few issues there'll just be pages of like nothing, and then like something will happen, and they're like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it feels
that
like
really
nothing
was.
has really moved on, like in terms of the whole conflict between Anti-Monitor and Darkseid, and then the Justice League being there, and all that kind of like.
Doesn't
there-
feel like much of a war when you think about it.
Yeah, well, maybe. I mean, I don't know.
I'm a sucker for twists, and so like the big twist, kind of the big happening in this issue, which is Darkseid dying, was enough to really kind of make this a good issue for me. It's like because it was just a holy shit moment, and I love holy shit moments. I live for that shit.
Right.
I'm easy to please.
He lives for holy shit, everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
I mean-
I live for holy shit. Get the Pope to bless, a toilet. I would honestly, my life is made. But like I just, that's enough for me. It was a big enough issue, and it was honestly like one of the first issues. Like there have been several. It's not like it's been a bad event, but there have been several issues that were a little subpar, and this one was it was honestly probably the best out of the bunch. Thusly.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good issue. It's just, I don't know. Just like I guess it's just gonna take a little bit of time for me to really get into this because I was really excited when it was announced, and so far it's just not really living up to my expectations.
Yeah, they kept hyping it up, and I think that 41 was the best issue, like the first one.
Yeah,
With
Yeah,
Mr.
everything.
Miracle. Aha.
yeah. When it like retold Mr. Miracle's like stuff and everything, that was really cool. When it did
Yeah.
the whole trade thing.
Yeah, so I mean, I also love Jason Fabok's art. I think it's amazing too.
Oh no!
No, like, if
absolutely.
nothing-
That's been a
if
real
nothing-
highlight.
Yeah, like if nothing else, this book is beautiful.
Yeah, definitely. And also, Francis Manipal is doing 2 issues coming up, the next 2
Ooh.
actually. So,
The next 2. So,
and they posted some of the pages for that. It looks amazing. So,
It does.
yeah, just
So that's-
44. That happened. Darkseid's dead. That's all you need to know.
For now.
Yeah, you can just skip over the issue. Just know
Yeah,
that
for now.
Darkseid's dead.
For now.
And jump
And-
into the next one.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna be moving on to the next topic here, which is actually an older kind of news tidbit that came out, I think, a week and a half ago or something, that we actually didn't talk about on the show.
Mm-hmm.
That Suicide Squad plot details came out from El Mayimbe, and he's saying that that Enchantress is the villain in the movie, and that's kind of just like it sort of makes sense because we haven't seen her with the squad at all.
In the trailers, we've seen her in the concept art, like, well, not the concept art, but I should say the cast photo they released. Like, she's in there with all of them in her
Yeah.
gear.
But that's it. That's all we've gotten with her.
Yeah.
And of course, little behind the scenes tattoo stuff. But other than that, like,
I think it's
Now go.
Go ahead.
No.
No, I was gonna say I think it's funny that God damn it, I think it's funny that a lot of people are like, oh, just because of how much they've been featuring the Joker, a lot of people are thinking it's going to be the Joker breaks out and then they're chasing him type story. But it really, honestly, like, as much as we've seen of the Joker, I have a strong feeling after reading this that, I'm not one to go off information because this is purely speculative. I should say I'm not one to go off of such speculative information. So my response is very speculative as well. I think all the Joker they've been showing us is it might just be honeypotting us because they know that's what we want to see, and I have a feeling that he could be in the movie for like 15 minutes.
What
And then
it could just be for Harley's origin.
Well,
Like,
yeah.
that's all he's part of.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, because what I know is that he's just in, and I think this has been said too, like online, like the Joker is he's locked up in the movie, like he's just like Hannibal Lecter, just like he's up in his cell and they're just talking to him, and all the stuff that we've seen like in the trailer and everything, that's all flashbacks, like the whole Lamborghini chase and.
Well, not just that. You see him like in a civilian attire with a full-grown beard and all that with Harley for like a couple seconds as well.
Yeah.
So it's obviously all beforehand stuff. For all we know, Joker could be dead, but let's not think that.
No, I don't think he's dead.
Yeah, I don't think he's dead either. But like, you never know.
That would you would have to be wondering what Warner Brothers is huffing to just make him just dead.
They're killing Batman. That's what I would think. I would like, they're trying to take him out.
Well, he has to be in the Batman movie.
Yeah,
Ben Affleck.
but does he? But does he?
No, it's Red Hood, guys. It's totally Red Hood,
it's totally
guys.
Red Hood. Jason
No.
Todd, Joker, guys.
Jason Todd. No, it's Dick Grayson Joker.
Yeah,
Did you
Dick
watch
Grayson.
Josh's video?
You're talking about Gordon is Joker. That's what you're talking
Oh,
about.
absolutely. That's right. I forgot.
Gordon.
Bryan Cranston.
Mm-hmm.
He de-aged.
De-aged Gordon has become the Joker.
Yeah. I read this rumor.
You read this rumor?
I don't really like it. I don't like the idea of Enchantress being. It's mostly just because it's a mystical kind of plot and element, and I don't associate Suicide Squad with mysticism, and it seems out of place.
Yeah, but that's why they have her there, though.
What Luke is saying is hokey religions and magic swords they're no match for the blaster at your side.
Well, okay, so I guess I should clarify. Like,
That's
Katana,
more JLD type stuff.
Like, Katana does have like mysticism around her, but it's like it's nothing like. Okay, so I should say this whole idea of saving the world, I don't like that aspect of the Suicide Squad. They should just be.
That's what he says in the trailer, though. He's like, "Let's go save the world."
Well, I mean, that's just generic Will Smith crap. So I mean, he also said with some kind of Suicide Squad. So I mean,
Welcome to Earth.
Like,
Welcome to Earth.
You want it to be more like, oh, let's just get this mission over with, not like.
well, I want it to be more like the John Ostrander Suicide Squad stuff from like the 80s.
Yeah, I think it is like that, though.
What's
Well,
funny
I mean,
is
yeah, but I don't want. I don't know. I've already
The
said my
Enchantress
piece.
was in that too.
on an
Yeah, but
unrelated
she
note.
wasn't.
welcome to. He doesn't actually say welcome to Earth. Everybody just thinks that he does. He does say welcome to Earth with the TH. He pronounced it right.
No, welcome to Earth. Earth.
Welcome to Earth.
Welcome to Earth.
Earth. Earth to will.
I don't
Earth
get
to
it.
will. Yeah.
No, but yeah, Enchantress isn't that that run.
Well, yeah, but I don't
She
think
had that
she's like.
witch hat on.
I don't think she's the main antagonist, though, is she?
I don't know. Going off the rumor though, it would make it just like CJ said. It makes sense. And looking at all the stuff we've seen in the trailers and the supposed whole, she should be making like little minions that would go into a hole. She's making an army, and the squad would take it out and take her out. I don't know. It would make sense for her to be a big factor in the movie. I don't know about antagonist. Maybe she plays just a big role in the movie.
I think Mayimbe also dropped a while ago too that that like Lex Luthor's cameo would be that he's trying to get Enchantress. Like the squad is like they're the ones that are transporting her. Like she's referred to as like a weapon, like a secret weapon or something.
Okay.
That was a while ago though, so I don't know. That's
So she's captured. Aquaman's captured. Who else is captured?
Superman is too.
Superman is captured.
Just locked up.
This is all during the events of Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
Totally.
No, before.
And I was being sarcastic.
That's why he's on trial. Is he...
I would just think that for something as cataclysmic to the world as this, I don't know, I would think maybe someone more powerful than a guy with a rope would be needed to take this on, but whatever.
Yeah, he has 1 second of screen time in the trailer.
That's why Superman cameos in this movie.
Yeah, because he saves the day because he makes more sense.
Yeah, he flies by and that's it.
It just saves the day.
Yeah.
He tries to unsnap what's his name? The rope guy's neck.
Who's Slipknot?
Yeah,
Yes.
Slipknot, that's his name.
He tries to put his neck back into place.
Wait,
Gee,
did-
he's just making it worse.
Wait,
He's gonna be
CJ,
trying
what
to
did you
save
think
himself.
of the scoop though?
The scoop.
What?
The hot.
What do I
hot
think of
rumor.
the scoop?
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I honestly think it fits. I think it's an interesting twist. There are a couple good things that he notes, like other than the cast photo, we haven't seen, any picture of Enchantress actually with the team. I don't think in the trailer. Like she's not in any of the quote unquote heroic shots, as he says.
The
so
heroic shots.
I know, yeah. He's not in any of the. It's better than calling them money shots, I guess. But she's not really in any of those, which is true.
Yeah.
So it's tough. I think as much as I think a lot of people are kind of wanting them to go after the Joker, it's kind of a tough thing because for like what a lot of people are expecting from the Batman solo movie is that it's going to have the Joker in it. And so it'd be tough to explain and get, kind of plot resolution, conflict resolution from the Suicide Squad if they don't even catch, if they don't even
Joker,
catch the Joker in the end. It's like after all that, they got away. Sad face.
Yeah,
Now
that's
they're
why
going back to
the
jail.
after credit scene in Suicide Squad is when he escapes, and then
And then
Yes,
you have
yeah.
Deadshot threatening to snipe Amanda Waller. Totally.
wait, what?
No, yeah.
A
That would actually be a nice scene.
reference
Yeah, I just
to
like
the movie.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Who
I
knows?
just like
Who
the
knows?
idea of a slow close up as he's laughing as he's walking out of prison.
and then he says it one more time. Let's go save the world.
I was talking about. Anyway.
Wait, no. Joker says, "Let's go save the world."
Oh yeah. Of course.
Now he says, "Welcome to Earth." Oh, yeah, Joker says, "Welcome to Earth."
He's just making Will Smith quotes the entire movie.
Yeah.
Representing his symbol of hope.
No, but I was just gonna wrap this up by saying that the scoop sounds cool. I guess we'll just
Yeah.
know more when like the second trailer comes around, because that'll probably show more of the story and stuff, just like the BVS one did.
I thought you were gonna go with a shrug. I guess we'll know more next August.
Yeah, we'll know more in a year. But yeah,
Speak for yourself.
we'll be on here actually talking about the movie in a year. So
We're talking about this movie for a long time.
yeah.
We will be.
You're putting a lot of
long time
faith in.
afterwards,
You're putting a
probably.
lot of. I think you're putting a lot of stock that Superfriends is gonna stick around that long.
Yeah, that'll be what, like episode. That might be our 100th episode or 150th.
I was gonna say yeah.
It will be our 300th episode.
Yeah. We're gonna
I think
end up
you're
like
right.
The Simpsons. We're gonna run for 30 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, but-
Man of Steel came out in 2013. We're still talking about that.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
Not
yeah, we're
mo-
gonna be talking about Suicide Squad for a long time, guys.
Exactly. Yeah. All of these
People-
movies.
Yeah,
And
people talked to when Batman vs Superman is out. People have been talking about it for 2.5 years. Just
Well-
talking, speculating, whatever.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that has to do with, like, more than anything, the fact that, you know, Batman vs Superman has had kind of a strangely elongated production process, and a lot of people are still confused as to why. Like, when we're talking about, you know, we've been talking about it for 2.5 years, but it's not like the movie was even, like, just kind of conceived of 2.5 years ago. No, this has been in the works for a while, and so I think it's just more like, you know, a question of kind of like the production has been going on really for 2.5 years, as odd as it is to say. It's
Yep.
just that's much longer than a typical movie.
Well, actually, no, because movies normally take 2 or 3 years to make. It's just that superhero ones we don't really know about until like they're about to be out.
Well, I know it takes that long to make, but it's we've been talking about it for 2.5 years now, and it's not even going to come out for another 7 years, for another 7 months. So, well, actually, no, more like 5
6.
months at this point. Yeah,
fingers crossed.
closer to 5 months at this point. So it's still, it'll eventually, you know, it'll push it over the kind of the hump at right around 3 years. But I don't know, like it seems like they dealt with the delay kind of in there too. So it's been elongated. It's been longer than it could have been, I guess you could say. Or just
No,
maybe
but
how I should
yeah,
have phrased that.
Man of Steel had a 3-year development too. I mean, it's just normal.
And
The
look where
Nolan
it got
movies
them.
too.
Just 3 years, and that's not even counting the movies that they tried making before.
Mhm.
That
Mm.
turned into Man of Steel.
The Nolan ones took a while too, in between.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's very true, actually.
So I don't
No,
know.
just starting off the Nolan trilogy at all took a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
I think
all
people-
these movies take forever, and they're beautiful.
Yeah.
People are just used to now to like the rapid shotgun like movies coming out like
The
within
Call of Duties of movies.
yeah, not pointing any fingers, but
Yeah, I guess since we're like pretty far into the show here, do we want to just take 5 minutes to just briefly talk about, you know, what we're excited for Arrow and Flash that are coming back next week?
I'm down.
yeah.
Just kind of do pre-season hype.
Preseason previews.
Yeah.
Hype up. Jay Garrick, Zoom, Earth 2, really
Constantine.
excited. Yeah, I'm not so much excited for Arrow, but Flash on the other hand.
No, Legends, dude.
Yeah,
Well,
Legends.
Legends,
as well.
yeah,
Very
but-
excited for that.
Gotham.
Yeah.
I want
I,
to see how
um,
they introduce the characters too, because they said that Hawkman and Hawkgirl and even Vandal Savage are gonna show up in like Arrow and Flash before Legends too.
Yeah, I was really I was really excited when they said that. Just we're actually gonna see them before the actual show.
Yeah, it's gonna
I,
be like an event, dude.
And,
Yeah.
it really is great. I gotta tell you, I'm more excited for Flash as well, just because I think naturally I'm a little more excited for the I'm a little more excited naturally for like the multiverse aspect of Flash, but I'm also really excited to kind of finally see, you know, if Arrow can kind of back up this talk, because they've been, you know, spouting off for a while about kind of a new direction and a new feeling, and it'll be great to see, how much they're going to change. Yeah, how comic booky will it get?
But but they can say all that, but then when you look at who's running Arrow right now, well, yeah.
Good old Gugs.
Dinkelberg of CW.
Yeah, you have Wendy Miracle and Guggenheim, and I hope they never listen to this show, because I'm trying to get on their writing stuff. But,
Guggenheim.
No, I hope they can turn it around. Though, I really do. Because I like the first season, and the second season is obviously like really good, but
yeah, I've seen season 1. It's actually pretty good. Like, I don't hate Arrow as a show. I just hate the idea behind it. But
it's just season 3 was just so unfocused. I think that was just a huge problem.
A lot of people fell off the show because of it, which is a shame.
But yeah, is Constantine supposed to be in the Arrow premiere, or is he like?
I think it's gonna be later. Like he's gonna kind of cross over for one episode later.
They said it was an early episode because it's gonna be.
Yeah, they gotta get Sarah.
Yeah, it has to do with Sarah. It's gonna be an earlier episode. I think he said the exact one. Stephen Amell did. I don't remember. I think it was like 3 or 4, but I could be wrong.
I hope they use the other characters like in Constantine's world, like Spectre and Swamp Thing and Zatanna.
From what I was reading, it doesn't appear that they are. They're just establishing that it's shared, but we're not. But everyone else is off. Like we're not gonna see Zed. We're not gonna see his best buddy, and we're not gonna see the Angel. We're just gonna see Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
We're not gonna see Manny.
I was like, to be completely fair, I don't know if I would really want to see a CW Swamp Thing.
It's gonna be leathery, swampy.
Yeah, leathery. Diggle just goes into the swamp and comes back out with a bunch of vines, and he's Swamp Thing.
That'd be honestly so much more preferable than that helmet he's wearing, though. Like, you could like literally just tape a bunch of seaweed to him and call him Swamp Thing, and that would be better than the fucking helmet.
Oh, one thing that I did want to bring up though about Arrow season 4 and Arrow, CW, whatever, that universe. It's been really inconsistent how they keep saying that, like Green Lantern isn't going to show up, and then they're like, but we're teasing Green Lantern rings and like Coast City, and it's like, okay, is he showing up or not? Because
why you do this?
It's because he's not, and Batman's not, and Superman's not. But they have to kind of, it's like, we have to kind of, it's like, these are some of our most popular characters. How can we get fans of those to watch our shit? So we're going to keep teasing them and keep giving people hope, but they're never going to show up.
Yeah.
Partially because
2 years later, Batman shows up. Oh.
DC is already, I feel like they're realizing the error of their ways in kind of like, they were like, yeah, sure, go ahead and make a Flash show. And then they were like, wait, we've sunk too much money in this. Now we want to do Flash in the, the movie universe. And then, it's hugely successful. So it's like, we can't pull the plug now. And that's kind of creating problems for them as they're trying to introduce the Flash in their own movie universe. And that's why I think they're having to take Ezra Miller's Flash like so far into like the post-apocalyptic type shit, because they want to kind of keep it as far away from the TV as possible. So they're two distinct entities.
Yeah, were we talking about this last episode or episode 2 ago? How we were like, why can't they just bring on characters like Batman in the TV show? Yeah, I think they should. Just, who cares? Just free for all. Just have every character show up.
You want a multiverse? Establish it. Have doubles.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
because they keep saying that they're like, the TV and movies are separate. That way they can have creative freedom. But then they say, well, we can't use these characters though. It's like,
why not? You just said they're not the same thing.
Yeah, like. I would think that if Flash does well with this whole multiverse thing, then people are going to be able to accept the idea of like double characters in the different universes, and then they might think, well, maybe we can give them a little bit more freedom.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised in a year, like I said, a couple of years from now, when all the DC movies are going full steam and then the shows are taking off, and I wouldn't be surprised if they introduce more like bigger Justice League characters in the show, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Plastic Man confirmed.
Plastic Man, yes.
I think
He should be on the TV show.
Elongated
He really
Man
should.
was referenced on there. On
Yeah.
Flash. Ralph Dibny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's dead, but
Yeah, he's
he's
supposed to be
referenced.
dead. Well, I'm
Is he
sure. Well, he said he was supposed to be the electric dude, the electric villain from the last season.
Mhm.
He named off a couple of the people that were his friends, and Ralph Dibny was one of them. Who got electrocuted because he supposedly killed his friends and electrocuted them.
It was either that or it was the list of names of people who had died in the particle accelerator thing.
Yeah. But it was on that same episode. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One of
but
those.
the Flash season 2, it's still really interesting to think that there's going to be 4 speedsters this season.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's going to be very interesting to see how they actually handle that. I've
So
got
it's a
hope
Flash family,
because
J.
yes, I've got hope.
Eobard, Zane.
Which
there's
I'm
5 actually. It's actually 5.
Yeah, 5. Iris is the 5th one.
No, that would be the 6th. But I really hope that never happens.
No, I'm excited with the idea of multiple Flashes. We might actually be able to delve deeper into the whole Speed Force thing because they only brought it up a little bit, I think, in season 1.
Yeah.
The Flash Museum and everything, too.
Well, yeah. Like all that stuff. I know. I'm just so excited.
Except for that Atom Smasher, though. Looks like Bane.
Eh, Atom Smasher is okay. I just choose not to think about him too much.
He's got that helmet.
He's got
the helmet
He's
that
better
you
than
stole from
Diggles.
Diggle.
So
He's a big guy, too.
You're a
he
big
can
guy.
grow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for you. All right, yeah. At this point, we're drifting and back into the Bane
Yeah,
impressions.
we gotta wrap up here. Plug everything coming up. Oh yeah, do we want to talk about the whole 20K thing? Is that
Just
that
can I
happened?
run down some like thanks first? Can I just do that? I'm gonna make a video tomorrow, but I might just go off the top of my head here with like people
Yeah.
to thank.
Let's do it.
Yeah, all right. So I'm just going to roll off the top of my head. First off, thanks to Josh for bringing me on the channel in the first place, way back in the fall of 2011, back before we were ever really serious about doing this, and then, being open to getting more serious with it when I think we both hit. I think it was actually that we hit 1K. And we were like, wow, we hit 1,000 people that want to regularly get updates about these shitty videos that we're putting out.
It was all verses and bios.
It was
and
all
stuff.
verses. I don't even think bios had started yet, to be honest with you. It was pretty much all verses. Bios might have just started. And it was one of those things that just kind of shocked us. Also, big thanks to Comic Book Cast. I think, whatever... and I know some people here, they're not huge fans of Comic Book Cast, but, they have been constant supporters of us. They were really the first people that we collaborated with, me and Josh. I know if you ask Armin will remember vividly when Comic Book Cast, the reason they're Comic Book Cast 2, when their first channel got deleted, Josh was out there making videos and kind of plugging in a couple of the couple of videos we put out around that time. Hey, go sub to Comic Book Cast to get them back up to where we were. We wouldn't have been able to get here without them, certainly. And Caboose, Jay. When I say Comic Book Cast, not just Armin, of course. I mean Joel and everybody there. But Caboose and Jay definitely more recent people that we've recently collaborated with. Who have taught us a lot of how to do things, and of course you guys. Thank you guys, all of you. Nick, of course, a huge contributor, source of creativity and insight since you've been on the channel. McKinley and Luke, both excellent podcasters. Hopefully we can, if you got time, we'll mix you into other stuff.
Professional level podcasting.
Professional level podcasting. Professional
We try our
level
best.
podcasting,
We try our
yeah.
best.
Talk, man.
Love hanging out with you guys every week or as often as I can.
Yeah,
if
they
not
had
every
to
week.
turn down their offer from Collider actually to
Actually,
book
yeah,
this.
they and that's what means the most. Is you guys turned down your offer from Collider to stay here.
Said, no way, Jose can't be I'm sticking with hybrid.
Yep. Shout out to everyone like McKinley, Luke, on the other podcast, other Luke,
Luke Squared.
William, Malik, Tim, Kelvin, and of course Zach and Oscar, some of the OG employees, right up there with Nick. who hopefully will get back in the swing of things eventually, whenever they have time, because they're dealing with a lot of stuff in their lives right now. Big, huge shout out. I'm sure I forgot to mention somebody by name, but I tried to hit as many people as I could. So, and thanks to the fans, of course.
Yeah, that was
That was quite
So
profound.
you guys didn't start to play me off, so I just kept talking.
Yeah, and in case anyone didn't
Here's-
realize, that was the whole 20K thing. Like, we hit
Yeah.
20K subs finally. So
It's big after a while. I mean, it's big, and I know a lot of, like, me and Nick were talking about, we had really lofty projections for, like, where we wanted to go. It's like once we
Yeah,
hit
we were
10K,
like, oh, yeah,
the sky was the
100K.
limit.
Yeah.
Clearly 100K by the end of next year.
Definitely.
And now as we're getting closer to, like, a year on from when we hit 10K, I think we hit 20 about a full month before a full year would have passed. So we doubled in less than a year, which I think objectively is really good. And I think if we can keep on that pace, God damn it, we'll be at 100K in 3 years.
3 years. I think it'll be a little quicker than
No,
that.
hopefully before then.
Just a little,
but,
maybe a year faster, but
Maybe two years. I'd be fine
Yeah.
with 2 years getting to 100K, to be honest with you.
2
Yeah,
months.
it'd
2 months, yeah. 2
be
months
2
later.
days. Oh, geez.
Holy shit. But oh my god, that would be incredible. But yeah, no.
Yeah. Also, I was talking to Josh about this. I don't know. He said it sounds cool. Just have to schedule this, but he wants to do a 20K live show. So that'll
That'd be great,
for anyone
yeah.
listening.
Sometime this weekend, maybe.
Yeah, for anyone listening, just keep an eye out for that. Probably like a Q&A thing or something. I don't know. Just hang out with the fans or something like that. But
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
Also, next week we're gonna talk about all the TV shows that are gonna be back.
Because they're all
Yes.
premiering and coming back. Yay!
We're gonna
That'll
talk
be
about
cool.
Yay.
Finally.
We're going to talk about Flash and Arrow some more.
Yeah, TV talk section.
Oh, yeah. TV Talk
CW
podcast.
section, pretty
Don't
much.
Don't
CW.
forget that Gotham.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we
no.
gotta dedicate like a 20-minute block to Gotham recap.
Oh, God.
And don't forget Supergirl's on the horizon.
Oh, that's
Wait,
worse.
What?
Hey guys, who remembers Vixen?
Oh, man.
I'm actually-
Ah,
Is that?
I'm actually watching Vixen right now.
There was so much hype about that, and then it just kind of was like,
died really,
I think
really
people-
quick.
womp womp.
I think it died out when people realized the episodes were like 3 minutes each.
Everyone's just gonna
Yeah.
binge watch them when they're all out.
Yeah, and I mean, that's like 12 minutes of your life that you're not going to get back. So,
It's literally what I'm doing. I'm slowly downloading them and making them into the little collage. So I'll be the
Like
guy who
the-
uploads the video that has them all together.
womp
The whole,
womp.
the whole series is literally just an episode of Flash. So
Not even.
Yeah. It's not even
before the
it's
first
a
commercial break.
fraction of episode. Yeah, it's their opening scene.
My name is Barry Allen.
Yeah, before the title card. Oh my god.
my name is Mari. The end.
Yeah.
I have a necklace
All
from
right.
Africa.
Yeah, this
Ugh.
this has been episode 15.
15.
Super Friends. We made it all
Yeah,
the way to
big one
15
finally.
finally.
Haha.
Long
Yes,
time coming.
Finally.
And
We're-
yeah, the inevitable crossover is on the horizon with the Marvelite, which you should also go check out.
The Hyper Crisis,
Yeah.
The
Which crossed
Crisis
over
on
a couple
Infinite
weeks ago.
podcasts.
our amalgam universe. We've got to figure out. That's something that we ought to do is figure out like our amalgam universe characters. Like, who do we combine with from the Marvel podcast to become, I feel, Luke. Obviously, you fuse with other Luke. And
Luke to the
become
fourth
just the
power.
Super Luke. Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
I feel like McKinley and Malik fuse,
M squared.
and then Nick, you fuse with William, and then I'll fuse with Josh.
Yeah.
just 'cause we ran out of people. So.
We ran out of people.
Just choose random shit.
Oscar and Rob.
Oscar. And
I want to hear that. I want to hear the accent. I want to hear that. How that would
that
be.
would actually be so strange. They wouldn't even
Exactly.
be speaking English anymore.
They'd be like the future people from South Park, pretty much.
The guys who were like, oh no, or how about the future people from yeah, West South Park? Never mind. What the hell am I talking about? They talking about the guys who were taking the fast food jobs, right? He was like,
Yeah.
look,
I think
whatever.
we've been going on for a little while. McKinley seems like he's fried.
All right, I'm fried too. I gotta wake
Yeah.
up in like 8 hours. So,
Thing.
great job, everybody.
Yeah, that was the episode. stay tuned to the Hybrid Network and subscribe for more Super Friends. We'll be back next week, and see you guys then.
Peace.
Peace.
Adios.